Oh yeah, Jimmy Kimmel knows that he's next. Greg Gutfeld's actually going to cover this. Greg Gutfeld was in Jimmy Fallon's show. What's today? Oh yeah, Thursday, last Thursday. So I mean, he went out good. He was out there. I was going to make a video of that, but I forgot. I got busy. But now I'm making a video about Gutfeld talking about Jimmy Kimmel shaking his boots. I heard that he actually got an Italian citizenship or something like that. You know, that means he can move to Italy. So that means he's dual citizenship. Or is he going to denounce his American citizenship? Was he American to begin with? That's all the question.
A story in 5 words.
The Jimmies.
Is Kimmel really this clueless?
He is.
Republicans know the difference between right and wrong in general. Like, they know what they're doing.
Oh my, is that Sarah Silverman? Oh yeah, I had a Samsung podcast. She got old. I mean, look at her. Yeah.
Something is,
Something
I don't
what?
know. But the left, I find in general, the party that is about inclusivity is incredibly elitist.
But
That's
it's
to
not.
me.
It's not the party. It's not the majority. It's the loud voices that scare people from saying what they believe and make you think twice about a joke or whatever. These things, and a lot of their points are valid, but a lot of them are also just repulsive. And I mean, they repel people from. They go like, "Oh, you're no fun. I don't want to be around you."
So, Jeff, this is amazing. In this
Kimmel said, okay, repulsive libs, meaning like the far left, driving people away from Democrats. So he's, from the get-go right there, he's not claiming that he's the repulsive libs. So he's not taking the blame from all of that. Literally, Kimmel, this is just like was like on that CNN that wrote a book about Trump, not about Trump, about Biden. I can't remember his name. It's top of my. He wrote a book about how Biden was, literally vegetables, and he said that the media was actually duped, by the Biden administration. And just like this Kimmel was saying that repulsive libs, he's one of the repulsive libs, the liberal that drove people away from Democrats, that drove in the likes of Tulsi Gabbard, RFK, Elon Musk, all the moderates, Democrats, Clinton voters, all of them went and voted Trump.
lack of self-awareness that he was the loudest voice in all of this.
Yeah.
What could he be talking
It's
about?
so smug. I've noticed this formula, and it's in comedy all the time. Mark Maron just did it in his recent special.
Yes, I saw that.
And I think Andy Haynes did it first, which is he's a good stand-up comedian, but a very lefty guy. And now you hear Jimmy Kimmel doing it. It's like, well, we're not wrong. We're just so annoyingly right that we're pushing people into conservatism. And it's like, so you're still being smug and acting like, well, no, we're just so good and we're so inclusive that can be a little jarring, and it's pushing people. No, I got news for you. It's annoying. You're right.
Yeah.
But also, you're just wrong. You're wrong. It's both. That's the problem.
Yeah. It's both. It's both.
Michael, should we be grateful, though, that he's admitting this, even though he doesn't see himself as part of the problem? At least he actually admits there is a problem.
I would also point out that both of these people wore blackface.
Yeah.
And had no consequences for it whatsoever.
Yeah, they did. Sarah Silverman painted her face black. Actually, the Jimmy Kimmel had a full suit, actual blackface and a full suit of to pretend to be like Malone, something like that. One of the, I don't know, Moses Malone. Was that Moses Malone? I don't know.
whatsoever. He sees the writing on the wall. He knows he's next. Sarah Silverman, has had a popular career as stand-up for a while. If Jimmy Kimmel thinks he's going to transition to doing podcasts, he's got another thing coming, because like him and Colbert and all these others, without the network behind them, they're DOA specifically because they're such repulsive, uncharismatic personalities. It's very hard to listen to them and think, you know what, this person thinks like I do, even if I'm a leftist. It's not. There's no empathy or sympathy to be had from their mouths.
Yeah, exactly. Just like that's something like that in a far right too. Like, sometimes I just get tired of it. I know what they're going to be talking about. Same thing with Jimmy Kimmel and all that. But I know what they're going to be talking about for all these years. I know they're going to be talking about, how bad the economy has been, blaming it on Trump and how bad it, and then even if they're making a joke, it doesn't, because you're doing it all the time. It's just that it's not that funny, It's not that funny. But I find some, like a moderate comedian that doesn't make fun of Donald Trump, and then impersonate him. That's funny. I like that. But Jimmy Kimmel was like all that fake alligator tears that he was doing when Trump won. It's just, or before that in 2016 that he was doing that, and he was denying that Trump won. Actually, he's a denier. He's an election denier.
Kat, I want to play this other little clip from this podcast where he's talking about fleeing the country.
Yeah.
A lot of people I know are thinking about where they can get citizenship and
I do have Italian. I did get Italian citizenship.
You do?
Told you.
Oh, that's amazing.
I do have that. And what's going on is as bad as you thought it was going to be.
Way worse.
So, Kat, he says that people are just saying extreme opinions. Fleeing the country is an extreme opinion.
Yes, I would say so. And also just the way they're still doing it, even when they're talking about how they shouldn't do it. I'd say more so him than Sarah Silverman. In talking about how, like,
way worse.
Yeah, we're just so right, but these people just don't understand. And I think they're getting annoyed by how we act, about how right we are, as if they're talking about children and not adults that have opinions, and their opinions mean just as much to them as your opinions mean to you. And they're still not understanding that. They're still having, I think, less so, because I think in the past, Sarah Silverman has done other interviews where she said things like, progressives need to allow for progress, talking about forgiveness and that kind of a thing. So more so him. You're still doing it even when you're talking about how you need to stop doing it.
Yes, exactly. It's like saying I'm going to quit doing drugs while you're shooting up.
Right. I think that's more understandable.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yes.
I think that if you politicians who most of are strangers to you and are playing politics have such a hold on you as like a late stage heroin addiction, then you really got to take a look at yourself and maybe hug your family.
Yes.
Yeah.
What say you, Tyrus?
I really think if they're going to continue to do a podcast, they need to bring their writers in. Ooh. Because that was brutal.
They're out of touch.
It's like listening to two billionaires complaining about no one had change for their $100 bill at McDonald's. It's like, oh, I was so annoyed. All I had was a crisp 100. They had no change. I was like, what is this world coming to? That's why I'm moving to Italy, girl. I know, me too. Right. It's just...
You got to do a research in, Italy and how they are now, and compare that to America. I mean, Italy is smaller, a lot smaller than America, United States combined. But there's a lot of Italian immigrants that came here. There are Italians. They're actually, part of the Americana. Like in the East, like the mafias and but if you want to go to in Italy, man, go for it. Actually, my wife she's a part Italian. We might visit, but I don't know about living there. If you are a millionaire like Jimmy Kimmel, you have no problem moving anywhere, regardless of if country. Italy, I mean, you can go You can go to Philippines or Thailand or, whatever. Russia. Well, I don't know about Russia. Europe. Look at that. Europe. So he's moving to, again, where the Caucasian is the majority. Isn't it majority? I know that Sicily, they're like, little tan, but.
Can I say something good? Also, the whole moving away crap is so tired.
Yeah.
It's such a tired thing to be like, if so-and-so wins, I'm fleeing. It's like my 5-year-old niece like packing a little suitcase and being like, I'm running away. They never do.
Yeah.
Whenever George Lopez, Barbara Streisand, Lady Gaga, Rob Reiner, Cher, Ellen and Portia, American Ferrera, Amy Schumer, Sharon Stone, Bryan Cranston, and I have 100, all threatened to leave the country if Donald Trump won. Not
He came prepared, man. He got the list. He got the list. I've heard that too. Like when Obama won, I mean, there's some people in the far right that's saying they're going to be moving out. A few, but not like they're loud. But not like this Hollywood elite. They're saying they're going to be moving out and they're out of their mansion and going to a different mansion, like what is that? Ellen DeGenerate. I think she already moved. She turned into a hobbit.
of them did it.
But that's why I salute Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, get out.
Also, wait, one more thing.
Trump said, to be fair, I was only Rosie O'Donnell.
Italy is being run right now by Meloni, whose party is a direct descendant of Mussolini's party.
Right.
So this idea that Italy is going to be your liberal alternative to America, you don't even know what you're talking about in that context.
Exactly.
No,
it
it
gets
just
worse.
has to go away. The funniest thing about this whole thing is they act like he got into the White House, and right as he got in, he's like, your list that you wrote for him, for people to go get. It's like ICE, here they are, go round them up. No one gives a frog's fat ass what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because if they did, they would have stopped that podcast immediately.
Right. Yes,
exactly.
100%.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey,
They'll
click here.
There's people, it's like how Sarah Silverman was saying, that was worse. Like, come on. There's no country on earth, on a green earth right now that compared to United States when it comes to like freedom, especially now when Trump is doing all this winning stuff when we get $1 billion coming into the United States. But anyway, okie dokie, that's it for now. And if you like my content, comment, like, or dislike. Isn't a dislike button in there? Yeah, dislike, comment, give me some constructive criticism, and I know I got some like kind of, look at this, look at that. What is that? Oh yeah, it's one of my. It's not cancer, so I'm not gonna die. Not from that. All right, later.